agenda to block it. For me not to appear suspicious, I need to continue to behave how I've been.
We just have to have those conversations separately, like not in front of people.
We done, and now.
Because if you go in front of other people, it's like
using what I think is my better skill set, catching the millionaire.
Hey, I smell calories. I'm pondering different ways to complete that agenda. It's not to be as authentic as possible.
Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Touch pass on the run. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Payne. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he intercepts it, bringing it back. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Hoover. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter.
14, TCU 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the stick.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Right back to the well. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To throw, it's Hoover. They're bringing heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
It's still third and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're going to throw it on third and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. From the gun. Going for 6. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Auburn! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. He's going to throw deep right side. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try to pick up the first. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You got to have your quarterback making smart decisions. You can't turn the football over. He's got to get the...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Belly stunner. Jackrabbit.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Cook. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 2nd down coming up. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bailey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll give it to the back. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On the run, it's Payne. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. On the move, he fires. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, guys, I don't think that jet sweep ever had a chance down here on the goal line. There were just way too many bodies on defense at the end of the line of scrimmage.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and goal coming up here. Keeps it on the bootleg. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Hoover. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Akron. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the returner goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Off he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. They're trying to get to him. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that just might do it, man.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know that.
Snags it on the right, and he's running in the open. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. He's at the 50. 20. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. They picked two, as it were. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
TCU 16.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Got his man quickly. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game.
Can anyone catch him? The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he got loose, it was all over. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. It's complete to the left. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Horned Frogs are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Porter. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quickly complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves.
Yo, you don't know what 4th down means? Crazy man.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Quick pass on the jet motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for a pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Back to pass. It's Hoover. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Discards a man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On second down, he's looking downfield. That's caught. It's Cobb. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Auburn lines up quickly. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll just get rid of that one. After this, it'll be a wrap. On second down, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why